Hello viewers, welcome to TV Takeover. This is the first iteration of its kind. TV Takeover is run by a collective of artists and filmmakers out of Open Signal, Portland Community Media Center. What you see might seem a little strange, but we will walk you through it. We are simultaneously broadcasting content on two channels, channels 22 and 23 on Comcast in the Portland, Oregon area. In other words, TV Takeover is a two-channel intervention. In some ways, you could think of it as a two-channel installation or a choose-your-own-adventure story. Throughout the 30-minute show, you, as the viewer, will be asked to click back and forth between channels 22 and 23 with your remote. This will allow you to follow the story as it was meant to be seen. We will advise you to change the channel with two prompts: a green dot and a beep. Together it will look like this. We are only on channels 22 and 23, so be sure to flip back and forth or up and down when you hear and see the prompt. Let's try it now. When you hear the beep, follow me to channel 22.
Here I am on channel 23. If you had stayed where you were, you would have met my colleague Joe. Let's try it again. Follow me to channel 22.
Great, I think you're starting to get the hang of it. Now sit back with your remote in hand as we work together to take over TV.
Hi, Maura.
Hi, Ariel.
It looks like we're on TV.
Yep, here we are, talking to each other in the same room, at the same time, with the same camera.
We're inside the studio being filmed by Open Signal staff and producers in Portland, Oregon. Hi, guys.
We're inside the frame being broadcast, with viewers watching around the city. Hi, guys.
I'm talking to you from channel 22 on Comcast. This channel reaches residents in Portland, Oregon.
I'm talking to you from channel 23 on Comcast. This channel reaches residents in Portland, Oregon and Multnomah County.
It's like we're apart, but we're together. We're just a screen away. We're just a channel away. We're just a click away.
What's in a click? It's a physical action, right? We're trained by remote control. Even our fingers learn the choreography necessary to navigate the system.
We use our fingers and our remote control to navigate digital spaces to reflect the content we wish to see. TV and digital technology can be a mirror.
It can show us the content we wish to see, which reflects our values and our opinions. But it can also inform us of information that we were unaware of, or opposed to, or apathetic to.
You know, there was a time when viewers had no control of the content that was being produced. They were only able to consume. Large broadcasting companies held the tools of production and distribution. They created content that was sure to drive market value. There were few voices dominating the information that was being distributed. Some used to call this Big Brother.
I read that in the late 1960s and early 1970s in America, folks took action to make change to this system. Artists and activists took up production tools that became dramatically cheaper, such as the Portapack, and started pirate broadcast stations. Simultaneously, public access stations were formed to allow residents access to production tools cheaply, space to produce content, and airwaves to broadcast their content. A feedback loop was formed.
Even 10,000 hypocrites are not an invincible army. No man can cry his truth to the world if he doesn't know his own story. Spouting gray, please don't go away. Tell your stories again and again and again and again. Do you want to stay cool forever? Or do you want to burn with love? Each choice has its punishments. Each choice has its own reward. Spouting gray, please don't go away. Tell your stories again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
Want to hear a Wikipedia definition? Public access television is a form of non-commercial mass media where the general public can create television programming which is narrowcast through cable TV specialty channels. Public access television was created in the United States between 1969 and 1971 by the Federal Communications Commission under Chairman Dean Birch, based on pioneering work and advocacy of George Stoney, Red Burns, and Sidney Dean.
More locally than that, in Portland, the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission, or MHCRC, oversees the negotiations of contracts between the city and cable providers to channel funds to two cable access organizations. These are Open Signal and Metro East. These two organizations have been around for the past 35 years. Through the contract, funds from the cable companies, Comcast and CenturyLink, are funneled through the city and to the public access stations to provide gear, space, and education for residents to use technology to share their stories, experiences, and expressions to a larger audience.
Yep, and through this contract, OpenSignal has access to 5 channels on Comcast and CenturyLink. We're taking over 2 of them right now. MHCRC manages the contract, but OpenSignal facilitates the access and usage of the tools. It takes folks both in front of and behind the camera to create content, with the tools of production as a mediator of content creation and distribution of their ideas, stories, and values.
I guess there is inherently a system of visible and invisible labor that shapes the content created. This has been staged and choreographed. This is a performance. The talent, the crew, the cameras, the switchboard, the files, the playback have all been practiced. We are televising the congregation of efforts, both in front of the camera and behind, to intentionally manipulate an experience of interactivity and conversation.
Yes, to reiterate, the components being utilized at this moment are people, working here and there and viewing here and there, electricity, running the station and tools as well as providing power to your television being viewed, physical objects, recording and broadcasting camera to television, cable, both cable lines and broadcast airwaves, and magnetic medium, storing files, holding files, distributing files.
Yeah, and since the advent of the internet, public access has taken on another context. Web 2.0, YouTube, Facebook Live, iPhones have given folks access to tools of production and distribution at their fingertips. They can create and share with their fingertips, learning the patented choreography to press record, zoom, share, like, comment. They can share anything with anyone in the world.
Did you know that cable television was once touted as a revolution in electronic communication? Sure, they could compete with other shows and companies to produce video content that could be narrowcasted. In creating both physical and digital relics, recording hyper-personal information for a hyper-local audience. But it is about community. It's about people using the technology. It's about the technology mediating the message. It's about me speaking to you here, and now, and there, and then.
To me or to them? To whom are we speaking? Are you counting last week when we met up to write this?
Sure, all of that. Do we exist right now? Or are we only existing now on a server? I guess not just a server, we're also existing on this channel.
Two channels. I'm over here, remember?
Yes, that's right. Are we the input or the output right now? We are inputting choreographed language and movement into the lens of that camera.
So are they, right? They input cables of sound and video into this whole system. But I think they're definitely a part of the output too. They also put output cables of sound and video through the server to broadcast this moment.
Sure. So we're outputting too, I guess. Look at me output right now. Look, here I go.
That's fun. It's weird, isn't it?
What?
That this conversation can only happen right here and right now. I wonder how our performance is going right now. We won't know until later, but they might be able to tell us now.
How are we doing? Is the performance doing well? Are they performing well too? How is the video performing? How many likes do we have?
That's not how this works. Remember, we're not on the internet.
Oh yeah, but there are other ways to measure video performance. It can be measured by playback failures, as in not playing at all due to an error, or startup time based on when the videos were scheduled to play, or how long it takes to buffer the start. What happened? What's wrong?
I was rebuffering. It's when you stall in the middle.
Funny. Oh, we can't forget video quality.
That's a contentious issue.
To some. It's definitely the hardest to measure. It can be contaminated or controlled at any stage. We could be acting poorly. The lights could cast some nasty shadows. The sound could not be balanced. The crew could be late. The cameras could have low resolution. The server could be slow. The airwaves could have a low signal quality. We don't control that.
Don't people like shiny HD?
Sure they do, but it's also a learned aesthetic.
So we want good video bitrate, but what about bit rot? This is all temporal.
What?
Everything. Everything is temporal.
But it's being recorded. I see it. I see it being recorded and being stored on that hard drive. It's physical. It's real. I will be here forever.
Nothing's forever. These are just tools of planned obsolescence. Besides, even if we found a way to store digital or electronic media forever, you still need people who want to watch it and share it.
I wonder if anyone is watching this right now.
They are. I see them watching us right now.
Sure, us, but this whole scene. Did anyone get invited to watch? Did someone press play?
We can only hope that someone cared enough. Everyone only watches TV on the internet these days.
Remember when you had to tune in to watch a specific show at a specific time on a specific channel?
Yeah.
Somehow it meant more then. It felt like a collective experience. Gathering around the TV to watch an important event or a beloved show.
But that's when the man controlled the media.
We've been over this already. We've had participatory media since the 70s.
Yeah, but doesn't someone else control the structure of how we can create it and view it still?
Yeah, that's true. And even so, I'm still stuck in this studio.
We could be off-site.
Yeah, but I'm still stuck on this channel.
You could come to this channel.
Yeah, but I'm still stuck in this frame, in this resolution.
You sound like you're stuck in a feedback cycle, constantly reflecting on yourself.
Feedback cycle, eh? The feedback loop was one of the first classic techniques of experimental video, facing the camera onto the output screen to create an everlasting loop of content, forever reflecting itself into the perceived distance.
Long day. Oh. I don't know. Okay. I'm so tired. I gotta get going. I hate you. I'm cracking myself up. Feels good to be home. What a relief. Okay. I'm so long day. Oh. Okay. I'm so tired. Long day. Myself up.
I guess the same can be said of public access. We can watch, we can listen, we can learn, we can reflect, we can write, we can gather, we can plan, we can practice, we can perform, we can broadcast.
We can watch, we can listen, we can learn, we can reflect, we can write, we can gather, we can plan, we can practice, we can perform, we can broadcast.
We can watch, we can listen, we can learn, we can reflect, we can write, we can gather, we can plan, we can practice, we can perform, we can broadcast. We can watch, we can listen, we can learn, we can reflect, we can write, we can gather, we can plan, we can practice, we can perform, we can broadcast.